Welcome to Mallett and Michelle on Dripping Springs, hosted by me, Michelle Lewis, and Steve Mallett. And today,
Special
Steve,
guests.
very, very special guests. I'm very excited. It's Emily, Bobbie Blythe, and Millie Claire, Kinane. They are my neighbors.
Welcome to the show, all three of you. We're so excited. And Merry Christmas.
Merry
you got to speak up.
You got to speak up. Are you excited? Are you nervous?
Yeah.
No, don't be nervous.
Nobody's nervous. And Mom, Emily, so when did you guys move to Dripping Springs?
August of 21. So we're coming up on a year and a half.
Oh, you guys are brand new.
Brand new from Georgia.
You should tell them the first day that you moved in and how you met me.
Oh, I came desperately looking for a vacuum cleaner. We had to buy our house sight unseen.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't even know about our neighborhood, had never heard of it, and showed up for the big reveal. What did we get in this house? And it was
A mess.
atrocious.
Oh, no.
It was atrocious. So I did walk next door and ring the doorbell.
Are you guys
Hi.
next door neighbors?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew you were in the same neighborhood.
Yeah,
but
right
I didn't
next
know-
door.
Oh, that's great. How's it to be next door neighbors with her? Just between you and me, Emily.
Well, I think she likes us.
I
so.
do.
Yeah, lucky you. You're on the wrong side of that. That goes downhill really fast.
I do.
my God.
They are the best, sweetest neighbors, and they are also they have little yard sales or little garage sales or driveway sales. So they're actually quite
You're their
little entrepreneurs.
Biggest customer.
I know you got in the car one time and you're like, "What is this?" It was like a coaster.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? And I was like, "Oh yeah, the girls were having a yard
Curler
sale."
bead creations.
That's right. And I try to, if I have a unique coin, like if I have a 50-cent piece or something, $2 bill, I try to always give it to them.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it to them and they immediately run in the house, right?
To show us.
Emily, what brought you here in the first place?
Well, COVID changed everything.
Did.
So my husband was able to then work at home because his corporate office just hadn't opened back up. So we started to pray about, man, God, what do you have for us? It could look so different now. And my brother actually lives in Austin.
Okay.
And we hadn't lived in the same place since high school.
Oh.
And we knew that if God opened the door for us to move, my parents could follow us. So we came out here because my brother lives here.
Yes.
But also we had started homeschooling because school had changed so much. And we didn't have a school south of Atlanta where they could kind of go part-time and be home part-time.
Yeah.
So we were really searching for like what they call a university model school.
Okay.
And we landed on Veritas in South Austin. So we really
they
were
go
trying.
to school. They go to campus, 2 days a week?
Yep, the girls go Monday, Wednesday, and then I've got a 5th grader boy who goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then in 8th grade they get to start going every day, which they actually
wow.
really enjoy. Yeah.
Do you guys like going to school every day?
Look at that
Or-
face.
When you go to school, do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like it better than doing school at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like they like both.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And Fridays are our fun Fridays because it's just the girls and me. at
Okay. Oh, how fun.
And we're lucky today because we're recording, we're
That's
pre-recording this. So we're lucky.
This
that
is
you
like
guys
a
are here
field trip for you, isn't it? Yeah. And so let's get your ages. So Bobbie Blythe, how old are you?
7.
7. And Millie Claire?
I'm 9.
9. Wow, you guys are so grown up.
today. And Mom, no, just kidding.
Don't make me.
Girls, what's your favorite part about Christmas?
Going over to my grandma's house.
Oh, you go to see your grandma?
Yes.
What do you do over there?
Um.
Do you open presents or do you have a special food that she makes for you?
I know.
What?
Go ahead.
Fruit salad.
Ooh,
Fruit salad.
Fruit
I
salad.
love fruit salad.
What do you like in your fruit salad?
Cherries.
Cherries.
Marshmallows.
Oh, marshmallows.
gotta
Oh,
have the
yeah. That's
marshmallows,
the kind
yeah.
of fruit salad
Yeah.
that we like for
What
sure.
about the presents? Do you guys like the presents?
Yes.
Yeah. What does Christmas mean to you both?
Hanging out with your family and
Yeah.
What about you, Bobbie? What does it mean? Is it Santa Claus?
knowing that Jesus died for us.
Good
There
answer.
you go. There you go.
And Jesus was born in a manger, and right? Yes. Eek. I'm going to shake the nervous out of you again.
Bobbie, I heard you're a singer. Do you like to sing?
Yes.
What's your favorite song that you like to sing?
Currently, right now, what are you singing around the house?
Christmas songs.
Christmas songs?
Yeah.
You sang something the other day. Your mom recorded it. What was that? What were you singing?
It was a carol.
It
was a carol, wasn't it?
What was it?
I don't remember.
It was really cute, though.
Do you guys like Jingle Bells?
Yes.
Can you both sing it?
Sure.
I'm going to give you a clue, a cue, not a clue. You ready? Here we go. Go.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Hey!
Jingle bells.
Yay!
That's great.
Good
job, girls. Oh, that's the highlight of the show, right
Steve,
there.
what's your best Christmas memory? What does it mean to you?
Mine is actually pretty recent. It was just a couple years ago. All my kids are grown, and I had all three of them over at our house. Holly and I did for Christmas, and Gracie brought her dog, and they came home, and we got some pictures and hung out and did presents, and that was probably one of my best Christmases ever.
Yeah,
because it's you don't know yet, Emily, but once they grow up, it's hard to get them all back together all in one place.
Mine was when they surprised Tate coming home for Christmas. I was mopey, and I didn't want to decorate the tree or anything, and Todd said he had to go help somebody do something. I don't know what it was. And I was laying in bed just being all mopey. It was like 9:00 at night, and in walks Tate, and I about just lost it because I was so excited. I think he was in New Orleans at that time, but I was very excited for that. But
you think your best memories are going to be, and I have some great memories of when they were this age, because they want to sit on your lap and they want to open presents, and Christmas takes 4 hours, all the presents, and it's a great time. But mine have been when my kids have been older and I've been able to spend time with them on Christmas.
did you have like a tradition when you were a kid? Did your family do something constantly? For instance, our family, every Christmas Eve, we eat Mexican food. We get in our Christmas jammies and we have like a little white elephant exchange.
Yeah.
But did you ever have
ours?
anything?
Was we got to open one present on Christmas.
Oh yeah, we did
Eve.
too.
Do you guys do that?
You get to open one present?
I know what we do.
What do you
is
do?
that?
Cocktails and chaos.
Cocktails
I
and
like that.
chaos?
Oh.
What is that? Tell us what
them
that
what it
is.
It's when you play games like some games are a minute to win it. Like you get M&Ms and you have 2 straws, so you put in 2 teams, 2 people, and
You try to suck up the
suck up the M&Ms
M&Ms and put them in
on
another
this
cup.
side. Well, most of them are on that side, and you guys only get 1 minute to do it.
That sounds like a lot of giggles going on there. Wow.
We may have to do that in the office.
That's pretty fun.
I love the candy cane game. So you have 1 candy cane, but you don't hold on the end, not by the hook, but you put
You hold it by your teeth, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
And
you try
then
to
you
what?
try to use the hook to get all
the other candy canes.
Oh.
And whoever can pick up the most
Wins.
wins.
How fun
I
is
want to know
that?
when the cocktails come in to this.
When the family rolls in, it's all the family, right? Everybody
Yeah.
comes over.
We do gag gifts, like white elephant gifts.
Uh-huh.
And last year, there was this unicorn meat that we put $50 into.
A can of
Whoa.
unicorn meat.
Oh my God.
And you were lucky enough to receive that gift.
Oh, I like that game. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come over. I'm gonna go crash your
Miss
cocktails
Michelle
and
can come over for a Mrs. Claus cocktail.
There
and
you
play
go.
some games.
You don't have to ask her twice. Millie, what's the best Christmas present you think you've ever gotten?
Oh.
I would think it was last year's from Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I got this Razor electric scooter.
Oh, she's on that all the time.
Oh yeah. Does it go up the hill? Is it? Oh, that's great! Wow,
When we
I wouldn't
were-
mind one of those.
When we were doing a sale, she would grab the sign from the table and go scoot around to see if she could get any people.
Oh, she was drumming up new
You were
business.
marketing. Wow.
Hey, I may have a job for you. What about you? What is your favorite gift you ever remember giving or receiving?
I know.
Which one?
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas,
sounds
I
like-
asked Santa Claus for a baby doll, and I named her Emily.
Oh, you
how
named her
cute.
after your mama. This Christmas, you're going to get one. You're going to name her Michelle.
Yep. Aunt Michelle.
Aunt Michelle. That's
Michelle.
right. What about you? What was your favorite Christmas
Oh
gift?
gosh. My best Christmas present, I think it was a Schwinn chopper.
I was going to say,
when I was about Millie's age.
What's a Schwinn? Oh, it's a bicycle.
It was a Schwinn, kind of looked like a BMX bike. It had 8 hanger bars. It had a smaller front wheel. It had a banana seat, and it was brown.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
And I was about 11.
1973, 4.
It would have been about 74. Yeah.
74. Mine was I actually have a picture of it. I finally got my Barbie camper that I wanted.
Oh, look at that.
We didn't have enough money. My mom always she was a single mom. Felt really bad that she wasn't able to give me the Barbie house. So this was the next thing. It was the house on wheels.
Oh.
So I loved my Barbies. I constantly played with Barbies all the time. So
do you girls have Barbie stuff?
No.
I have this Barbie mermaid that I got last year for my birthday.
Oh,
a Barbie mermaid.
Emily, did you grow up with Barbie stuff?
I did a little, but my thing was Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch.
So I had like 13 Cabbage Patch.
I still have my
kids.
Cabbage
Yeah.
Patch.
Oh,
My
we
mom
still
kept
have
all of
them.
mine.
Still in the box with her birth certificate.
Okay,
do you know
mine
what
were
we're
like-
talking
I
about?
know what they are.
Mine,
I
mine
never
aren't
got
in
in.
boxes. They
Oh.
were like beaten up and loved
You played with them.
I
Yeah.
mothered them.
We actually went to the Cabbage Patch nursery.
We have our own cabbage.
What?
Yes.
There was a nursery?
Yeah.
In Georgia before we left.
Remember when we went to that tree and we saw the babies?
Oh yeah, they
that
like
was so cool.
they like birthed the baby out of like
Yeah,
these
the Cabbage Patch tree.
Road trip. I'm going to the Cabbage Patch
I
nursery.
wonder if that's still there.
Oh, it's there.
Is it?
This was
Yeah.
like
That's
summer
cool.
of 21.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I got a couple Christmas facts for you.
Oh, okay. What do you have?
The tallest Christmas tree ever displayed, 221 feet tall.
Where was it?
It
Rockefeller
was in
Center?
Seattle in 1950. 221 feet tall.
Where did they cut it down from somewhere?
Well, Seattle, there's all kinds of big forests around there, but 221 feet, what is that? That's like 20 stories tall.
Is it really?
That's giant.
So what I don't understand is why in Rockefeller Center they keep doing a new tree, a live tree. Why don't they just use an artificial tree?
Oh, it's not the same.
I know.
Do you guys use an artificial tree or a real tree?
I wish we used real.
I
Never
can't.
done that.
I'm allergic.
No.
I'm allergic to the real tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would love to try it, but I'm always like ready to get it out before.
Yeah.
Me too. Like Christmas
That's
night, I'll
happening.
put stuff away. I'm like, Christmas is over.
Yeah.
Put it away.
Last year we had this big flock tree in the sitting room, and this year we didn't get it down.
I don't have the energy
Oh.
for flocking.
Me either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It
was
flocked
all
like
over the
crazy.
place.
Yeah.
Flocked all over the place.
Flocked everywhere.
We used to get a real tree. This was when we lived in California, and we always did a desert trip the first week of January. We went out and rode our motorcycles in the desert, and everybody would bring their real trees, and we would pile them up like for a bonfire. And those things are so flammable. You throw a match on the pile, and in like 15 seconds, the whole thing is just
Oh,
great big
wow.
fireball.
That's
It goes off almost like a bomb because of the resin in there. But that's one of my favorite Christmas memories.
Yeah, those are neat memories.
Blowing up Christmas trees.
Blowing up Christmas
Welcome
trees.
to Steve.
Even though I'm almost 60 years old, I'm still a boy at heart.
Okay, so what else did you have?
The average American consumes 7,000 calories on Christmas Day, which is almost 3 times the recommended daily intake.
7,000 calories.
7,000 calories.
That explains so much.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
In Japan, on Christmas Eve, the most common Christmas Eve meal is fried chicken. And in Japan, KFC's biggest day of the year is, oh, look at that.
I
Michelle's
have it
got
on my
too.
next. I do.
Wow.
Fried chicken. They all eat fried chicken.
I
in
did. I
Japan.
read that where it said that that forget the Christmas turkey. Many Japanese traditional Christmas dinner is Kentucky Fried Chicken, and one of the reasons is because they have tiny Japanese ovens, and reservations actually have to be made months in
KFC?
advance. Yeah, months in advance to eat at KFC on Christmas Day. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Yeah, surprising.
Do you guys like Kentucky Fried Chicken?
We just eat Chick-fil-A a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So,
eat lots of well, you know.
Yeah, Ryan works for Chick-fil-A, so that would be
that would not. That's not going to work.
I'm excited that Popeyes is coming down the street. That's what I want to
Ryan,
say.
don't listen to this podcast.
I love Chick-fil-A though too. Trust me.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Do you have one?
Probably Elf.
Oh, me too.
Oh, Jingle All the Way too.
Jingle All the Way. I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's very funny.
I
Yeah.
like Elf. I've watched Elf a lot.
Last year, was that Christmas Eve? when we watched Fred Claus.
Oh yeah, that was last Christmas.
Is Fred Claus? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to check that one out. The highest grossing Christmas movie of all time. What do you think it is, Michelle?
Is it current?
Came out in 2000.
Well, Elf or
Nope.
Grinch?
Mm-mm. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah, Grinch. Oh,
that,
was the
Drew-
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
You said Drew Carey.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
was him.
chubbier
Yeah, sorry.
version of the Carey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Did $260 million at the box office in the year 2000.
Have you seen the videos of the parents that they'll have their kids all nice and cute getting ready for Santa Claus, and the Grinch will sneak up behind them and scare the living daylights out of them?
Some Instagram thing?
It's
Trying to
something
scare
that's going on. I know, isn't
Blow it
that
out of your
awful?
kids?
Or if your kids are like, they'll be sitting in the living room and they'll be being naughty, and the Grinch will come in and steal their presents.
Wow. This is new. These are new traditions.
Yeah.
I remember when it was like a year before we moved here. We went to see the Grinch.
Oh.
I was just about to say, when we get home later, we'll have to show Miss Michelle our
We-
Grinch pictures.
I
Because he was like the real one.
He
Yes.
looked exactly
it was
like him.
like scary. So
Was he?
They were afraid.
I actually cried before I went in there because I saw him before, so I actually cried.
She's matured, though. So
And then when we went to take our pictures, I had to stay to my grandparents and my mom's lap because I was so scared.
he was the real one, you know? I mean,
I remember seeing my dad in the picture
Oh, I know.
holding his onion.
Oh yeah, holding an onion.
the Grinch's onion.
What's the, I don't remember that.
He's got garlic in his
Oh.
soul.
Oh,
or
that's right. Okay.
teeth, or
So
what is
my
it?
dad was just
Yeah.
like holding an onion in
That's funny. That is really funny.
Have you girls heard of this? You know, the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Did you know that was a Christmas present from France?
I
to the
knew it was
United
a
States?
present.
It was. It was a Christmas present in 1886. And it's 150 feet tall, so it's not even as tall as that big Christmas tree. Believe that? This Christmas tree was 70 feet taller
Oh,
than the
wow.
Statue of Liberty that they put up in Seattle. Anyway, and weighed 225 tons. There's Christmas facts for you.
Christmas facts? Well, I have a couple of little Christmas facts, weird true facts, right? My
Yeah.
little weird true facts around the globe. And we already talked about Japan. And some of these really are a little dark. The more I was kind of reading about what's going on in other cultures, I was like, this is kind of a little dark. So in Norway, they have something called Hide Your Broom. And they believe that on Christmas Eve, it coincides with the arrival of evil spirits.
Coincides?
Coincides.
Did you make up a word?
She did. Coincides.
That's a strength of yours, Michelle.
It is.
Merry Christmas.
Coincides with you're going to throw me off with the arrival of evil spirits and witches, and it's only logical then that the Norwegian householders hide all of their brooms before they go to sleep, so that the witches don't get them.
That's weird.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
The Venezuelans, which I thought was really kind of funny, they have a church service called Misa de Aguinaldo. Okay, let's see if I made that up. You won't know. But it's customary for them to go on roller skates to the church service. So
Y'all
they
would love that.
they
I
ride
would
their
love
church.
that.
Austria, again, a little dark. Austria, we talked about the Grinch. Austria has Krampus. And Krampus he's the bad cop to St. Nicholas being the good cop. It sounds awful.
I think I've heard this. Is there something to do with rotten potatoes?
Well, they didn't say anything about that. I didn't, this was just like little snippets, but he's a demon-like creature with one task: to punish bad children before children. Isn't that awful?
I think the way they punish them is in your stocking, all you get is one rotten potato. How would you like that, girls? Go down and get your stocking, and all there is one mashed up rotten potato.
Well, here's one I thought was probably the funniest. I think the boys would probably like this, but I'm going to butcher the name of this town.
Probably.
The Catalonia.
Catalonia.
I said it right. Okay, in Catalonia, they poop their way through Christmas.
Get
I
outta
promise
here.
you. The locals in Catalonia create a character out of a log. not a poop log, but just a log. And they draw a face on it and they give it a hat. Oh, look at, if you could just see Emily's face right now. They spend a fortnight, which is 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Okay. Feeding it fruits, nuts, and sweets. And on Christmas Eve, the entire family beats the log with sticks and sings a traditional song that translates, if you don't poop well, I'll beat you with a stick.
What? Okay.
So that one
Oh
was
my
funny.
gosh.
That was funny. In Greenland. Okay, in Greenland, they eat raw whale skin with a little blubber.
Ooh.
Yeah, and but it's also wrapped.
ew.
It's wrapped in a kind of a coating called auk, I think, or kivak, and it's a small Arctic bird. So not only if the whale blubber is bad enough, they're wrapping it in a bird, but Guatemala, since my daughter-in-law, Sylvie, is from Guatemala, I'm going to ask her mom about this. So in Guatemala, cleanliness is next to godliness, and locals believe that the devil and other evil spirits live in the dark, dirty corners of your home. Therefore, they spend the week before Christmas sweeping up, collecting rubbish, and then piling everything in a huge heap outside. Finally, an effigy of the devil is placed on top of the whole thing, and then it's set on fire. And it's called
weird is that?
La Quema del Diablo, the burning of the devil. And the idea for Guatemalans is to burn all of the bad from the previous year and start a new year out of the ashes.
Oh, wow.
So there is some good little ones.
It's
but
interesting how Christmas is celebrated all across the world.
Yeah.
Ukraine, they decorate with spider webs.
Oh, I heard that
in their
too.
Christmas trees, they put artificial
Isn't
spiders
that
and
where
webs.
the decoration that we use here, which is like the
tinsel
drawn
or-
out cotton that
Oh, I
people
don't
put?
know.
Isn't
That's
that supposed
interesting.
to look like spider webs?
Maybe. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to look like snow, but maybe you're right. I don't know. The tradition has its origins in an old tale of a poor woman who couldn't afford to decorate her tree and woke on Christmas morning to discover a spider web had covered it in a glorious sparkling
Oh, like
web.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
cool.
that's sweet.
That's neat.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
But then
Wasn't that nice?
it wasn't that sweet.
Spider.
In Italy, the Vatican wanted something to kind of go against Santa, and which this makes perfect sense. They created a witch, and it's an old witch called La Befana who delivers presents to kids in Italy. And the story goes that the three wise men invited the witch to accompany them to see the baby Jesus, and she said she was too busy, and the legend was born. Wow. I know. So, I mean, you know, it is pretty interesting, but I saved the best for last in Spain because you lived in Spain, and I didn't know if you knew this, but it's customary to wear red underwear on New Year's Eve.
That.
The small town of Lafont de la Fuega, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Okay. Has taken the tradition one step further, a New Year's Eve run on the runners just wearing red underwear.
I have heard of that.
So-
I have heard of that.
That's New Year's Eve. But I thought that was pretty funny. And there's some weird things that we do. I like the cocktails and chaos. That
Yeah,
sounds
no
like a
kidding.
good little tradition.
Girls, what did you tell Santa you wanted this year for Christmas?
We actually haven't seen Santa this year yet.
When are you going to get to see him?
Maybe on Friday, next Friday.
He'll be at church on Sunday. That's one opportunity. And then we need to go in Bee Cave. You can take selfies with Santa. So we've got to make that happen.
Oh, what are you going to tell him when you see him?
A pink gymnastics bar.
A what?
A pink gymnastics bar.
Oh,
A
how
pink
cool.
gymnastics bar.
Gymnastics bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what
Cool.
about you, Millie?
I'm gonna get a beam too, so it's kind of like together.
Oh, are we going to put shows on? Are you going to sell tickets for the neighborhood? Okay.
Is this like the beam that it's like
Do
4 or
flips
5
on?
inches wide and you do
Yeah.
somersaults and stuff on it? Wow. How cool
Are
is
you in
that?
gymnastics
Balance beam.
right now?
No.
No?
I want to be.
Oh, you want to be. Are you in dance?
No.
No?
You've done that before, though. Right?
Yes, and it did not work. So
It did not work.
so we would get in the car, and then we would have to change into our gymnastics and dance
Uh-huh.
to go to gymnastics and dance after school in Georgia.
She's reliving how tired she was after
Oh.
full day school, 5
Yes.
days a week. It was too much.
It was too much, wasn't it?
COVID helped us
Yeah.
scale back.
You can still dance at home anytime you want,
And
right?
they do all the time.
And they
for
sing.
you.
Because didn't I give you? Oh no, it was after Kendall's wedding. I gave them a bunch of flowers after Kendall's wedding. And didn't you guys have like weddings all day at your house? Your
they
dad was
pretend whatever the new prop is that they find, it leads to a whole day's worth of imagination.
I was going to say, you guys have great imaginations.
Miss Michelle has a lot of stuff that she's going through that
We've received stamps.
Stamps.
scrapbooking
Oh,
stamps.
you're getting
still
ready to
use
get
those.
you're getting ready to get a bunch of stuff.
Well, it's Christmas.
Lots of
Yeah.
fun days.
This might be funny, but La Befana is actually in this new movie called Santa Claus. It's these different episodes. They have 3 movies. The first one is when the old Santa falls off this guy's roof, and then when he puts on the coat, he becomes Santa. And then when he wakes up, he's not Santa anymore. But then he becomes the real Santa.
Oh,
And then the second one is when he has to marry a Mrs. Claus to still stay Santa Claus.
Oh.
And then the third one is when
Jack Frost.
Oh,
Jack
Jack Frost.
takes over his job.
And then they started, like, for the 4th one, they started doing episodes.
Yes. And La Befana is actually in the second episode.
Oh, yeah, she's the witch.
Yeah,
Oh.
remember? She's the Christmas witch, and she said all around equally. Is that the name? Am I getting that right?
Oh,
She
so
lives
that
in,
was
like,
from
the forest.
Yeah. She would fill the good children's socks with candy, and then the bad socks. And then the bad children's socks with coal.
with rotten potatoes.
Oh, rotten potatoes or coal.
Yeah, we
Cool,
can't
I
keep
know.
all these
And
different
then-
Yeah,
traditions
that's right.
straight.
That's right.
Oh,
And then and then the Santa Claus has 2 children, a girl and a boy.
I didn't know Santa had kids. What?
And then
I didn't know that either.
the girl would hang out with La Befana, and then she had to talk to La Befana because this reindeer talked to her. So she's been going over to her to talk about stuff.
We're gonna have to watch this.
Bobby,
movie
can
now.
you do me a favor when we're done and tell me who La Befana is?
It's the witch.
I don't know who that is.
I mentioned it.
Well, oh, okay. Well, she's going to tell me later.
Okay.
All right. How about Dripping Springs Christmas traditions? We have some here right in Dripping Springs.
We have the lighting of the Christmas tree in the triangle.
Did you guys go to the lighting of the Christmas tree at
We
the
haven't done
triangle?
that.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
a good one.
Christmas on Mercer? Did you do that? That was this past weekend.
No.
Or when?
No.
Our life is filled with basketball.
Oh,
You're
got
forgetting,
that.
Michelle.
Oh yeah. And then we have the Johnson City Courthouse when they light the courthouse and PEC and
Have you
everything
guys
else.
done that yet?
No.
That's on our list this year.
You have to do that. That is spectacular. At PEC, it's like a fairy tale land. Every tree is covered with lights from top to bottom. It's beautiful.
Have you done the Marble Falls lights by the water?
I have.
That one's really nice.
That one's
And my great aunt and uncle used to do this in Burnett. The First Baptist Church of Burnett I think they still do it. It's the town of Bethlehem.
Ooh.
And it's a town and you walk
They have
all
camels and
so
it's a
cool.
live nativity.
And
yeah.
so my great aunt and uncle, they used to be the innkeepers for years and years and
That's
years.
cool.
That's who they
That's
were.
cool.
But yeah, it was really
You
exciting.
know, one of my favorite times is when PEC is hanging the lights out over 290. That's like the official start of Christmas season is when those little lights come out over 290 downtown.
Oh, we almost forgot Maywald Christmas light display. That's here. Display. That's here in Dripping Springs. And he won. This is a kid. This is his parents' home, but this is a kid that won some like ABC television
Best
show.
Christmas lights in the
Something
U.S. or
like that.
something.
Yeah, and
300,000 lights.
It's just amazing. And he takes donations to one of his favorite charities. We went, this is how pathetic we are. We went last year and we took the dogs because we don't have kids to look at Christmas lights anymore.
That seems normal to
I'll
us now that we have a dog.
Bobby,
right?
will you go with me to go look at Christmas lights? Okay.
Can we bring our chickens?
Yeah, we can bring, Steve has
That's
chickens.
fun.
Yes.
Well, our chickens are Penelope and Peanut Butter, and they're so cute. You
That
guys
is
can come over and see them anytime you
Only
want.
if you
Holly
get-
would love to have you come over.
Little Santa hats. For
They
him.
have, you know what? They have leashes. They have,
Leashes.
Okay, I'm gonna take you over there.
Chickens on leashes?
Yeah.
yes,
I need
chickens
to
on
see this.
leashes. Yeah.
I remember in Georgia, every year we would go to this house. It was like for
Oh, yeah, in
the
our
public to
neighborhood.
see all these lights. And 1 year we went to see my dad's. What was that? Like
Chick-fil-A
the
thing?
office?
The Chick-fil-A thing?
Chick-fil-A corporate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we got to see Santa and Mrs. Claus singing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that Chick-fil-A pulled some strings.
Yeah, they did. They know some people in high places. Well, girls, I think you have a really great surprise for us, don't you?
Yes, and we were talking about the true meaning of Christmas and what Christmas means to all of us. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Charlie Brown Christmas is probably the most watched Christmas special. It started back in December 6, 1965, and on that day, 15.5 million people had tuned in on that day in 1965. Wow. But it has played every Christmas season since 1965. Wow. There's a scene in there where Linus Van Pelt, he reads out of the Gospel of Luke, the 2nd chapter, verses 8 through 14. And I thought it would be really special to have these girls kind of close out our show and recite this.
I love that. Yeah.
1 year for Halloween, when me and Millie were born, the boys in Georgia, they went as Charlie Brown and what was his Linus.
Oh, that's great.
That's cute. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have you start.
And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night.
And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were so afraid.
And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people.
For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying,
Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
Oh,
We love it.
You guys, there you go. There's a big round of applause for you.
We are so glad that you guys came to join us today. Did you have fun?
Yes.
You did? I love it. Would you like to come back again someday?
Yes.
Okay.
Mom said you have to write a report on this when you get done. Part of your field trip. So, Millie Claire, Bobbie Blythe, and Emily Kinane, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Merry
Christmas, Dripping Springs.
This show is brought to you in part by the Mallett Integrity Team, serving Dripping Springs, Austin, and the surrounding areas of Central Texas since 2004. When you need the best real estate advice and service, give them a call at 512-829-2062 or email them at mallettintegrityteam.com.
Thanks for listening. If you have comments or feedback, please email us at mallettandmichelle@gmail.com.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Mallett and Michelle.
Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes every Tuesday, and leave us a review.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.